Hey everyone, I'm Andy and welcome to another episode of Easy Tiki Drinks. And today on the channel, we're going to be taking a look at another one of Brian Maxwell's cocktails known as Strictly Heartical. So, let's do this. So last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, I don't know. When I'm shooting these videos, I honestly have no idea when they're going to air, so time is irrelevant. But anyway, very recently, I started to take a look at Brian Maxwell, who is the bar manager for Hidden Harbor in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I started to look at his cocktails. Now, unlike a lot of the old school tiki bartenders, Brian has done nothing but gone out of his way to publish and share his recipes. While we had people like Don Beach from Don the Beachcomber literally try to hide every aspect of his recipes, Brian has gone above and beyond to share his recipes with the world so that we can recreate them at home. The challenge being that Brian can sometimes use some unique ingredients. So what I've been doing is scouring through Brian's archives to find cocktails that he has created that use ingredients from a specific list that I have that I consider are easy tiki or are home kind of base set of ingredients for any upstanding tiki home bartender. So today we're going to be taking a look at another one of his cocktails known as Strictly Heartical. And if you stick around till after I build this cocktail, I'll tell you where the name comes from. But anyway, let's take a look at what we're going to need for this cocktail. We are going to need an unaged, overproof Jamaican rum, a lightly aged Jamaican rum, cinnamon syrup, orgeat, pineapple juice, lemon juice, and lime juice. All right, so there you have it. As you can see, pretty base ingredients. The only thing that a typical tiki bartender may or may not have is the unaged Jamaican overproof rum. But there are plenty of options out there. And specifically for this recipe, Brian does say that he uses rum fire, but today for this recipe, I'm gonna be using Wray and Nephew. Now, Brian does say in his notes that he goes with rum fire, but if you want something a little less funky, go with a Wray and Nephew. I happen to have Wray and Nephew on the bar, although that might be changing out because as you can see, my bottle is running really low. So I may be switching over to rum fire. It's a Hampton product, it's completely pot stilled, and it brings the funk. Now for this recipe, Brian does spec out a lightly aged Jamaican rum, specifically calling and saying that a Rum Bar Gold or a Hampton Gold would work really well. For this recipe, I am using Plantation Jamaica, which is a lightly aged Jamaican rum, 100% pot still. Now, of course, as always, unless I'm working with a sponsor, my syrups are homemade, so both the cinnamon and orgeat are homemade, and then all my citrus is fresh squeezed. So let's take a look at how we're gonna build this cocktail. We'll sip on it, we'll talk about where the name comes from. So first, we are going to need half an ounce of our lime juice. Half an ounce of our lemon juice. Full ounce of our pineapple juice. Three-quarters of an ounce of our orgeat. Three-quarters of an ounce of our cinnamon syrup. Full ounce of our lightly aged Jamaican rum. And then a full ounce of our unaged overproof Jamaican rum. All right, let's add some ice to our big cocktail shaker. We're just gonna pour our cocktail into our big shaking tin. Give it a nice little whack. Now we're gonna shake for about 5 to 8 seconds. All right. Crack this bad boy open. Should have rearranged this first. Let's grab our glass here. Then we can do this. We'll open pour into our glass. Now before I top off with more ice, Brian does say to use a tiki mug. I don't love using tiki mugs on this channel because you guys don't get to see the cocktail, but the volume and the shape of the mug that Brian did use in his publication does bring back a double rocks glass to me, so we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna grab some more crushed ice to top this thing off with. All right, for a garnish, Brian calls for pineapple fronds. So I happen to have those right here. I gotta get some more pineapple fronds. These ones have seen better days. We're also gonna need a lime wheel and a flower. Now, as always, when you're working with flowers, always try to make sure you pick edible flowers. I'm like 95% sure this thing's edible. Either way, I know I'm not gonna eat it, just use it for garnish, but whenever you're serving any cocktail to somebody and it has a flower in it, make sure it's edible because you just have to assume people are gonna eat it no matter what. And then we just need our straw. And there you have it, Brian Maxwell's Strictly Heartical. So let's give it a try. This is a well-balanced, evolving cocktail. When you first sip on it, you get an explosion of citrus, specifically that pineapple juice. But then there's this underlying back note of cinnamon that is really pronounced and wonderful, complementing that pineapple, almost making it like a grilled pineapple flavor. From there, that kind of gives way to the creamy, almondy orgeat that's present in this cocktail. And the entire time, we're getting this wonderful back note from the Jamaican rums, which is highlighting that pineapple juice that we used in this cocktail. So, why is it called Strictly Heartical? Well, if we take a look at the rums that we use, they are specifically Jamaican rums, and that's on purpose. In Jamaica, there is a saying that means that is heartical. Something is heartical, or meaning from the heart. And Brian recounts a story about a friend of his while he was visiting Jamaica that took him on a trek up a mountain, down a trail, leading to this open air DJ booth with a bar and this and that. And Brian basically looks at this and goes, this is Jamaica. And so from that experience, he creates this cocktail to highlight that Jamaican kind of like montage or meaning of just from the heart, or heartical, which is where the name comes from, Strictly Heartical. This cocktail brings Brian back to that experience of walking down that hill and seeing this open air, basically just jam fest where people are just rocking out and having a good time and relaxing and drinking and just enjoying themselves, really embodying that kind of Jamaican spirit. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click that little notification bell, hop on over to Instagram, Instagram and TikTok. Follow me there at Easy Tiki Drinks. I'm all over the place today. It's been a long couple days. I apologize. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, take it easy.